So I've been gone for a really long time from the YouTubes, but I'm back because it is officially the start of my summer. I'm out of school. I'm gonna be out for 4 months. It's gonna be wonderful. And my first video of the summer is going to be a summer TBR because I have a huge stack of books, a lot, huge for me, that I've been accumulating that like I own, that I need to read these books before I acquire any more. It's getting kind of bad, so I'm gonna go through those because I need to read these this summer, and you can help me hold myself accountable to that because I need to do that. So yeah. Also, I have short hair. Really short. Scariest moment of my life. Cutting it all off like 3 days ago. Super scary. So my first kind of stack of books here that I want to read are more like summer reads. So for starters, The Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy by Jenny Han. I read the first one last summer and I just didn't get to the other two because I had other things that I was reading. So I definitely want to finish the other two because this is all three of them in this big thing. And that's It's Not Summer Without You and We'll Always Have Summer. So I need to finish these. I really liked the first one. I'm excited to read the other two. Next is My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. I really want to read this. I've heard great things about this. I actually got this last summer, so I've had this for like a year now, and I haven't read it. And I'm in the mood to read these kinds of things in the summer, so I just didn't read it over the rest of the year. So I'm going to read it this summer. This is like next on my, it's like, I'm going to read this soon. So yeah. Next I have Paper Towns by John Green, and I just started this the other day. I'm like that far into it, and I'm loving it so far. I'm really into it. You just like jump right into the action, and it's like immediately things are happening, which I love. I hate it when books have a slow intro, so this is great, and I'm really loving it. So excited to see where this is gonna go, and it's gonna be a movie, which is extra exciting. Next I have Girl Online by Zoe Sugg, and I got this a few months ago just because I really wanted to read this. I've heard a lot about it. It's also written by a YouTuber, which I think is really exciting, and it's about this girl who has this online blog, and I talked about it more. I hauled this like a video or two ago. I talked about it more on there, but I feel like I really relate to the character, and it's got great reviews, so I'm gonna read this. I'm really excited. My next random book I want to read at some point over the summer is The Da Vinci Code, and I don't have the cover flap for this because I borrowed this from a friend, and I don't know where the cover flap is. But anyway, she lent this to me, and I need to give it back to her by the end of the summer, so I need to read it by the end of the summer, so I need to read it. Yeah. I've heard good things about it. I don't really even know what it's about. I've just heard really good things about this, and it's been a bestseller for like a long time. So I'm gonna read it, and hopefully I like it. My friend loved it, so I have high expectations. Next, these are two books that I got last summer again, and I just didn't get a chance to read them, and that is Midnight Thief by Olivia Blackburn. I don't know a whole lot about this. I know that it's kind of high fantasy, and I believe it's about an assassin. Yeah, so that's exciting. And it just came out last year, so it's fairly new-ish. Next is The Ring and the Crown by Melissa De La Cruz, and I picked this up because I loved the cover. I don't really know what it's about. Again, I think it's fantasy. It's about a princess, I believe, or a queen, and that's fun. Queens and princesses and love. It's always a good ride. And this cover is beautiful. It's a beautiful cover. And so I really want to read this because I've just seen it around, and I've seen that it's got really good reviews. So I will be reading this at some point over the summer. I feel like I've talked about this book in so many videos, but here it is again. Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. Okay, I started this over spring break. I'm only that far into it. It's not that it wasn't good, it's great. I just had so much school going on that I just did not have time, and I need to finish this book. Oh my gosh, it's good so far, and I really like it, so I need to read it. Would make sense, right? Next, I want to read Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I have heard amazing things about this book. I've heard that it's absolutely great, and so I bought it over spring break, and I need to read it. I'm just really in the mood for something like sci-fi. I just haven't been reading a lot of sci-fi lately, so I need something really good to get me back into that, and I think this will be that book. Next, I need to finish Game of Thrones, okay? I'm actually pretty far, considering that I have not had any time to read over the school year, because school is a lot of work. So I need to finish this. I'm liking it so far. There's a lot of characters. It's really dense, and I don't do well with books like that, so I'm enjoying it. It's just slow, and I'm getting through it slowly, but I'm gonna finish it this summer. that's gonna happen for me, yes. And the last book I want to read this summer is 1984 by George Orwell, because it's a classic. It's like the classic dystopian book, and I need to read it this summer. And even though I kind of know how it ends, everyone knows how this book ends, I think, but whatever, so I'm gonna read it. And so hopefully I will be reading more than just those books. It is a big stack, but hopefully I'll be reading more, like getting them from the library. And there are a few that are coming out that I know I'm gonna end up buying, so I'm gonna get those as well. Thank you so much for watching my summer TBR video. If you like this video, please hit subscribe. You can also find me on Twitter, and I have a blog where I talk about author things. And all of the links for those things will be in the comment section area, description thing down there. That way. Have a lovely day. Bye!